Hi, welcome. So today we're going to go over lesson 2B, What's My Grade? Oftentimes when you're taking a course, you wonder, hey, what's my grade going to be? Well, we have a spreadsheet for you that's located in the D2L course shell that will help you out with this. If you're reading from the top to the top left of the page and down, we see this group here that says your grade will be an A if you get an 89.5 and above, a B between 79.5 and 89.4, a C if you have a 69.5 to a 79.4, and after that you'll be failing the course. So your grade down here is what determines if you filled out this whole entire sheet, and if you have any blanks missing, you'll have to fill them in with zeros. But if you were to fill out this entire sheet and at the bottom your grade was at 85.4, then you would look up here and you would see that you would be getting a B in the course because it's between 79.5 and 89.4. So if you look at your items, each of your grades are weighted according to this percentage. So if you look at your preview and practice assignments, those are worth a total of 10% of your grade. So if you were to give grades such as 90, 95, 90, and 95, your total grade that you would receive is a 9.25 out of that 10%. And then there are activity and quizzes, and you see there's going to be an activity/quiz for every lesson that we do in this course. And for every lesson, you're going to give yourself a grade that you deserved. If you didn't do the things, you would put zeros in the spot and it would calculate accordingly. So if your grade comes to 16.5, that's out of the 20 possible total points that you could get from this course. Now, your summative assessments are here, and those are going to be your wrap-ups. At the end of each unit, there's going to be a unit wrap-up, and if you were to be completing all of these, and your total at the end was a 13.65, that's out of a total of 15% that you could get. So your projects, again, you're going to have a unit 1 mini project, a mid-semester project, and an end semester project. And for that, you would be receiving up to 45 points. And if you get a 36, then that would be 36 out of the total 45 possible points you could get. And then the in-class activities, the notebooks or the discussions, you would be getting a total of 10%. So if all of these had 100 and you got all 10 points, then you would get all 10 points added to your score for a total of 85.4. Now, good news is this spreadsheet grades your work for you. So you're going to want to download it. And for example, if my cursor were in this block, there's already a calculation. If you see here, it was going to take the average of all of these and multiplied by our 10% to make that your total grade. So it does the calculations for us. So then this one here would be adding all of your grades here and be multiplied by 20%. And you can see the formulas that are written up here for those cells. You're not going to want to change any of the cells that are highlighted with the green. You're not going to change 10. You're not going to change 16. You're not going to change this one. These ones here will automatically be placed in there for you according to the formula that's on your sheet. So if by chance you go in here and mess up, you're just going to download the spreadsheet again and start over. So let's look at our grades. If you're here in our grades, then we have, so say, let's just do unit 1. Notice how when I take these out, then your total score changes here. So let's just do unit 1. And these are your grades for Unit 1. So Unit 1 has Lesson 1, and say we don't do Lesson 1 activity. You don't do Lesson 2, and Lesson 2 activity you get an 80% on. Now you do have a chance to go back and do those to get higher grades, but right now where it's standing is you turned in your notebook discussion 100%. You did your Unit 1 practice and preview assignments at a 90% level. You did your Unit 1 wrap up at a 91% level, and you did your mini project and got an 80%. So with these total accumulation, your grade would be an 80.65. Now, if you're like, wait a minute, I didn't do Unit 1 activity, Lesson 1, and you go back and do that and even get an 80% on that, watch your grade right here from 80 change to an 85 just by doing that. And say you want to do the wrap up again because you're like, you know what, this is multiple choice and I want to get a better score. And you go back and you get 100s. Now that 80 is now an 88.65. So this is going to help you out, especially towards the end. So Unit 2 portfolio, say you forget to turn that in, you get a 0%. And then the project, your mid-semester project, you did the rough draft and you didn't complete it. So maybe you go back and 2 weeks later, you're going to get a 75 because you didn't go back and redo it. The Unit 2 wrap up will say, oh, you know what, you did really well with that and got 100%. And the activity quizzes, you might have gotten an 80, an 85, and a 100. So now your grade would be an 82.53. But remember, you didn't turn in this year, this Unit 2 practice and preview assignments. You didn't do any of them. Well, the thing about those are you can do some of them for late credit, but you get up to a specific amount of late credits there. And if you get to do all of them for full credit then, and you do all the homework there, and you get 100 for Unit 2, then now look at your grade, it jumps to an 87.5. So, you know, you might be like, you know, oh, wait, nope, because this homework discussion board hasn't been put in there yet. So say you do that as well, and now it's an 87%. So there's benefits and there's drawbacks. There's benefits to doing all your work, and there's drawbacks for doing none of your work. So, or missing an assignment. Be mindful when you're putting in your grades as the course goes, what your grade here is, and this grade should match your D2L course grade as well. So if you look here, you would be getting a B here and say, well, how do I get that A? Well, if you went back and you redid your mid-semester project in that 2 weeks, you could see that, you know what, now that I got those hints, knew what I was doing, I got a 90, and now that bumped that grade up to an A. So you can play around with the grades, see what you're getting as you're going through the course, and it shouldn't be a surprise. 10% for your preview and practice assignments, 20% for activities and quizzes, 15% for your summative assessments, 45% for your projects, and your in-class activities and discussions are 10%. So I hope this helps, and good luck.